I was just part of a blindside. Like, that's awesome.
Blindside. I did not see that coming. I thought we were all going to be voting out Stephanie.
Better could have played out from me being on the bottom of the pecking order and now in an alliance with 3 other good people.
That actually makes sense.
I really thought I was going home at Tribal when I saw that second vote for me, because I did not think Paula would have voted for me. I thought we were a little bit closer than that, but I again got to step up my game.
I got away with this one by the skin of my teeth because other people are going to take the blame for me. I'm the victim to Paula because I told her I got bluffed. So in her eyes, that I'm going to try and make it seem that like I just was poor game plan on my part.
Taken back that Daniel went home. He was such an intricate part of this tribe, and I'm just concerned this next challenge we have, it'll be hard to win it without Daniel. So Stephanie took me aside and said, you know, Daniel is getting too close to you. We think he had an idol. Charlie got caught up thinking that there's 2 idols at this camp, you know, because he thinks somebody else found it.
The person I trust the most out of my tribe right now is Charlie.
Still 100% want to be with Charlie.
No, don't even. No. Hey.
And it was great. Like, I don't know, I'm just feeling good about it. I mean, I've never been a part of a blindside, yet alone being one of the reasons, like, hey, we're gonna do this. And it just feels good because I feel bad for Paula because I know she's upset. She's gonna want to catch up and hear what happened. Have to keep in mind though that Paula does get to go to the merge, so I need to get her back on my good side. Just kind of go from there. But this is Survivor, baby.
Hello everyone, how are we doing?
Morning. Good morning.
Welcome to
Day 2.
Day 2.
Last night was really hard, and like this game's so hard. It's so hard to like lie to like the nicest people. But like it is a game, and like I wanna play my hardest, and like being able to. I actually slept last night, and having that I think will be huge for me today. I'm just gonna keep talking to people, keep trying to make my way to the end. So
I feel like it literally is all about the first.
We're pretty good in the sense of keeping the numbers together, and I think our tribe is still strong. Personally, I don't think I'm doing anything yet on my own. It's still just kind of a one tribe situation. We are playing the game as a team and not doing as much individual working yet. But we have discussed as a team, like, what's going to happen if there's mergers, and who, if we split up, like, what's going to happen. Like,
you're just going to take the L.
well, once you're losing,
Oh, it was like a
Sign.
dude. There's a pack of coyotes last night.
Yeah.
once
There's a
once you
freaking
start losing that game,
blood orchid or something over there.
I'm playing for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, which is very important to me, and my goal is to be in it right to the end.
we go get more twigs.
Yeah.
You want to stay here?
Yeah.
We'll follow.
So I was looking for an idol along with Rob and Maris. Because I stepped back and noticed something in the log right next to Maris's foot. I got so excited I ran and grabbed it. Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is very important to me because my daughter has cystic fibrosis. She is 6.5 years old. She's the toughest girl I know, and when things get tough, and tonight and tomorrow morning as things are going to get tough, you know, it's a weekend, I think I can tough it out, but she's definitely the thing person I'll be thinking about, and the more money I can raise for the foundation, the better. Jada, she's my princess, and anything that I can do to help you maintain your healthy lifestyle, your healthy lungs, I will do, Mom will do, and you do such a great job with your treatments every day, and I'm so proud of you. Let's just build this fire up.
It's a good mixture. Yeah. And I think we all get along so well.
I know. I think so
It's
too.
not like, the frat boys.
It was a little chilly in the middle of the night. You know, we went to bed and I was thinking, wow, this is great. It's not even that cold out here. And then we all kind of woke up shaking in our boots. But, you know, it's going to be a beautiful day. And, you know, we got a little bit of sleep. But I think everybody's just so stoked for the game that, you know, you kind of don't think about whether you're tired or, you know, we're hungry.
Not too exhausted. I did get to get some sleep. But we'll see how I deteriorate throughout the day.
Honestly, the worst part, I'm getting a sore back from sitting in weird places and sleeping on crummy ground. But to be honest, you know, the food part of it's fine. We're all hungry, but you know, I've been working on not eating a lot over the last month in particular, so it's not affecting me too much. My body's pretty used to it. And the sleep thing, I've got 3 kids, so I can deal with sleep deprivation pretty well.
This is so fun. Oh, I would like to admit that I was the one who threw an extra vote to Sandy in our first tribal council, and nobody suspects it's me. I've heard them all I've heard Caitlin's name get thrown out for doing it. I've heard Alex's name get thrown out for doing it. I was just covering my own butt because I know people were worried about Rachel playing an idol. And
do you think Rachel had it? It was looking hardcore at the very start, where any of us were.
I think that Rachel might have gotten it, but I'm also wondering if a couple people are saying they think Rachel got an idol in the beginning because maybe they're trying to hide that they have one. So
There's been idol talk and people asking questions and suspicion, you know, this stuff that comes up, and it's tricky because obviously I have the idol, so it really doesn't, you know, I have to just play cool.
Coming home with us, that's Alex's fiance.
Yeah, can't leave her.
Yeah.
It's certainly getting harder and harder to make these decisions. It's not easy. I really do like everyone, but we do need to win this next challenge. We're pretty sure there's a swap on the horizon.
Showman.
It is. Aww.
Mille Lacs and Calhoun getting your new look at the Outcast tribe. Daniel 8 voted out at the last tribal council. Wow. Wow. Right. So Mille Lacs, how would it ever been like at your camp? Have you guys been getting along? Is it like a very camaraderie group? Like Katie McPhail, tell me how the chemistry has been at your camp.
I think we've been all really relaxed and being able to get to know each other, and it's been a lot of fun.
And Danny asks, what was the hardest part of this first night? Was it sleeping, the cold, were there bugs? Did the turkeys run through your camp?
No, I think it was just, I mean, sleep at first was something that we were like, okay, well, we're in the open air, but the weather was cooperative. I mean, there really wasn't anything that was terrible, just kind of getting used to, we're outside, you know? The fire was nice. I mean,
We liked our camp.
It was,
Actually,
yeah, it's not
We
bad.
like our camp. Everyone has a positive attitude, and I think we like it. We're fine.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Itasca, how is it? There's 4 people already out. Is it surreal that the game is afoot? It's happening. It's alive. Paula, tell me about that.
I'm speechless right now. It's crazy. It's just crazy what happened overnight, and we're down to our final 5, but we're gonna kick some booty.
All right, you guys ready to get to today's community challenge?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
The first tribe to 5 points wins immunity. If there's a tie, so if Itasca and Calhoun both get 5 points, you will then square off 1-on-1. And then the third place tribe will obviously go to tribal first. 2 tribes are going to tribal council. 1 tribe will win immunity. First and foremost, Calhoun and Mille Lacs, can I get the immunities back, please?
All right, Millie, we'll see you soon.
Does everyone understand how this works?
Yes.
Everyone have to go once. 30. So the 3 of you will start in here. When I say lift to givers ready, go. There will be another person right here too. You're gonna want to get 1 person off. So the 2 people left on. So like if I get Lance out, you get me. Bye. And then
Out of the whole square, not just the
off
circle.
the whole square.
But
Yep, you just start in the circle.
Okay.
Yep, the 2 tribes left win a point. First person off doesn't get their point for their tribe. Lift to givers ready. Go! Katie, off for Calhoun. Itasca and Mille Lacs, score a point. We have Rob for Calhoun, Charlie for Itasca, and Brian for Mille Lacs. Lift to givers ready. Brian, put in. You're pushing me back already. Go! Brian, off for Mille Lacs. Calhoun with 1, Itasca with 2, and Mille Lacs with 1. We're back to women. May I get another woman up, please? We have McPhail for Mille Lacs, Maris for Calhoun, and Janicki for Itasca. Lift to givers ready? Go! Maris, off first for Calhoun. Mille Lacs has 2, Itasca has 3, Calhoun has 1. We have Corey for Mille Lacs, Josh for Calhoun, and Andy for Itasca. All right, lift to givers ready? Go! Corey off first for Calhoun. Or for Mille Lacs, sorry. We have 4 points Itasca, 2 points Calhoun, 2 points Mille Lacs. We gotta get a woman. Steph could win it right here for Itasca. Lift to givers ready. Go! Sandy, off first. Itasca wins immunity. So Mille Lacs, you will be going to tribal council first, followed by Calhoun.
Oh. Okay.
Itasca, you win immunity. Want to come grab it? Yep. Alright, you guys can grab your stuff and head back to camp. I will see you in a bit.
Oh no.
They're mine.
Yeah. All right, where do you want the Buddha?
Well, we gotta give him a name first, right?
What should we call him?
They were calling him Willie or something. I don't know.
Well, should we call him Josh because Josh want to be the teddy bear?
There we go.
Josh. So we just got back from our next immunity challenge after our bitter tribal this morning. So after our blindside, a little bit of redemption there. We did this little sneaky tactic.
We were talking and we were kind of like gonna get our ass whipped, not gonna lie. And we decided to ask the red team if they wanted to work with us. At this point, we thought only 1 tribe was gonna go to tribal and not 2. So that was kind of our game plan. And then as we got into it, or right before we went into it, we realized 2 tribes are going. And so we're like, we'll just go toe to toe when it comes time. And at that point, I was like, I still think we probably would have lost against Red. But Red ended up getting messed up, and they didn't change their strategy. Like, they kept it the way that it was, which ultimately cost us to win the game because they were still going after the black team instead of going after us, who already had 4 points, which is dumb on their part.
The fact that we're going in there and we're looking at our competition and trying to figure out what that challenge is, I like the fact that we're strategizing right off the bat.
Like, we know we're the weakest tribe here from the physical
and
aspect.
they know that.
And they know that, so they're going to go after that.
But again, we just literally outsmarted the two tribes.
We
and
did.
They fell right into our plot.
I think there's an immunity idol out there. I don't think anybody has found it yet. So it's still out there. Now it's just a matter of really being on our game as we look for this.
It doesn't happen. Then.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be here.
Yeah, so I'm saying if we have it, we have it then. And then if we don't, we don't.
Yeah, because I'd rather we not wait till the last
all we're gonna do
because
is
we're gonna be waiting a while. Fortunately, Daniel took the fall for us. So, and I'm just heartbroken by it because he was a great game player, and I just saw going at least to the next swap or merge alongside him. So, but we still think there's one out there, and I'll be looking in every nook and cranny.
Decided as a group to go look for the hidden immunity idol, and that worst case scenario, if we do go to a merge, one of us from this tribe would have that at the merge.
Bug spray, because the bugs are bad. You have it in your hand? Yes, I brought some back here. So,
I got it, guys.
You did?
I got it.
Oh my goodness. Is it just a clue or the actual idol?
Let's see. Congratulations, you found an official live to give hidden immunity idol. With this idol, you now have an additional security blanket in the game. The hidden immunity idol will work like most do. It must be used after the votes have been submitted, but before they have been revealed. Once used, the hidden immunity idol will nullify any votes cast for that person that it is used on. It is up to you to whether or not to reveal the idol to everyone else in the game. Well, I've already done that. Or if you give it to anyone else in the game. The final round, this hidden immunity idol can be used as the final 6 tribal council. It's just a cutout of the state of Minnesota. I was looking at where they normally hide it in the show Survivor, in the crevice between the trees. You know, when they come up, it's somewhere in there, or it's buried, you know, in the base of the tree. And I just happened to walk by and turned to my left and saw the burlap wrapped with this twine and knew what it was immediately. Kind of nice that I've got the immunity idol, but it also puts a target on my back.
It's the only tribe I've spent any time with.
Then it is.
Like, I haven't had you guys in a while, but I've talked to you all individually. Like, I want to work with the 3 of you, like, before. Like, I didn't know where Daniel stood before. I didn't know he was kind of whatever. But I definitely want to work with you for, like, to the end, 100%. Like, I know what happened before. Every round is different. Everything changes.
Right.
I'm 100% genuine. Like I know hard feelings.
Okay.
Swear.
Good. Good enough.
So I promise. Yeah.
Well, we have things to do now. Later.
Alright, Charlie's coming up to me saying help me. Help me. I'm with you guys.
It's so cohesive at our camp right now. I think we're almost boring because there's no drama going on. We get along really well. We laugh. We just kind of put each other out there, and we are working as a whole to try to find the immunity idol. No one's going off doing it individually. We're just doing it as a team. It's really very nice.
Josh found an idol, and me and Rob both know. We were both there when he found it, and we didn't tell anyone else.
I've definitely talked to 4 different people. We've kind of shored up an idea. I've talked to everyone else. They're kind of on the same board. They're on board as well, but it is a contingent that I have that hopefully they'll stay truthful and hopefully we'll stick together. And I don't remember the other girl's name.
Yeah, sure.
What do you guys thinking?
He just so I talked to McCrae on the way back, and he brought up Katie's name.
Yeah, Katie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yes, McCrae brought up you to like Rob. Yeah. And so, but he was like, but I don't want to like say it to everyone, so that's why Rob is pulling out all the guys. Yeah. To like, if you go, like, they'll just pick me off next. Yeah.
Paris just kind of happened to be see the two standing there. Our camp is pretty small, so it's kind of like everyone's right there. It's nice to at least have one solid person. And
keep adding to this, or should we? Do you guys think we should keep adding?
I think he's expects it eventually.
Are you opposed?
I don't know. I haven't really. Not opposed.
Makes sense because, like, if he gets to a swap or a merge, like, he's so likable. Like, when we were talking about why it should be McRae, Danny was like, well, he's also, you know, like, let's defend him.
Rob is pulling the strings here.
Oh, he's totally.
I mean, but I feel like we still need him.
I feel like right now, at least, I feel like Rob kind of thinks he's running it. And, like, I feel like right now he kind of is the leader. And I don't know, I just know for me, I want to play my own game. So at some point, just figuring out the right timing, like when to make that move, so that seemed like I'm just following him to the end, because I don't want to do that either.
The guy's strong, and he asked me to specifically pull you guys aside. So I'm just trying to tell you that we're voting out Katie.
Sure, you're voting out Katie.
So if he asks,
kept my mouth shut because I have a title, which I don't like to get. But that's a good. Yeah, I think that's good. Then you have him solidified. Yeah. Then we don't need to do any more of that situation. That's good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. It is what it is, and I still have my advantage, fortunately. So right now, what it is I'm the swing vote.
I'm like, should I be putting my trust in these people?
It's literally like, because we haven't had a vote to like test it yet.
Exactly.
You know I'm with you. Like,
yeah,
100%.
Same.
I don't know, I'm nervous.
What happened? He was their most physical player, so that's why I'm like,
alliance-wise.
literally, it was.
That'd be sick.
The way Charlie looked at me was like the other four are in a group and I am on the bottom.
It wasn't really our favorite. We lost, but it was tough just because of the way it was set up. So we have to go to tribal first.
Our girls did a great job, but me and Corey got smoked pretty good. So it's disappointing that we're going to lose somebody, but not the end of the world, I guess. We still have people that aren't in our alliance, so I think we're going to be okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Challenge sucked. It was, I mean, we tried really hard, but it just wasn't, we just weren't in the right spot for that challenge, and the red team wasn't thinking either.
Okay. I feel closest with Caitlin. When I talk to her, it just feels natural. It feels like she's got my back, I've got her.
I think the closest I feel trust-wise is probably with Caitlin. Just seem to connect really well. And just I get a good vibe from her. I feel like I can trust her. And
I need to go to the end. If I can make it all the way to the end, which I plan to, I need to bring people I think I can beat. There are a couple people on the Black Tribe I think I can beat. One of those would be Sandy. The other one is Katie. I love Brian and Corey, and I would love them to come to the end with me, but I think that their social games would kill it, especially Corey's. So if Black Tribe can make it, I think some blindsides would have to happen with those two.
Now, me, Brian, and Caitlin have a core alliance of 3. And then we also have a 4 with Corey.
I think what caused me to panic was seeing that on the blue tribe, clearly those 4 older people stuck together. Yeah. And I don't want them to somehow go on Sandy.
Some people said maybe you.
I had a feeling that that's probably, I kind of resigned myself to that in a way.
Resign yourself.
I know.
What do you think? Yeah, make a case.
I know.
Case of beer?
Could use that too.
Considering we just lost the immunity challenge and now have to vote somebody out, we're only going to have 5 Milac left. And if we're merging or if we're splitting into 2 tribes at 14, it's nerve-wracking because we want to win the next immunity challenge so that if there is a tribe shuffle, that there are 5 strong Mille Lacs still in the game. We can't afford to lose somebody here and then lose the next immunity challenge and only go into a potential shuffle with 4 people. And that's what I think is making all of us play out every option in our mind versus voting out Alex versus voting out Sandy.
I would probably vote Alex at this point. And I think strategically the reason I would make that decision is because I think Alex is, he's swaying, and I think that he's going to kind of go with this or that, and I think, you know, you need some real trust in your alliances, and I think that he would just kind of go with wherever, wherever suited him, and I just don't think that he would be reliable or trustworthy, So
everyone has been saying Sandy, however there's been groups of 4 going off, and I feel like they're talking strategy, and since I'm not involved in those groups of 4, it's probably they're talking about me. I hope not. It was clear with Sandy that it could be her coming, and I guess I don't think anyone else had told her that, so I think she appreciated that.
So far haven't had the best of luck, and so I'm hoping that my tribe will keep me on and not want to get rid of me because, you know, I haven't done well in the competition. So I'm hoping that I can prove to them that, you know, I'm worth keeping.
Welcome back to Tribal Council. Caitlin, just kind of tell us about the night. Tell me about the night. How was your guys' first night out there?
Oh, it was not fun. It was freezing and hard, and we had stumps poking into our backs all.
Was the screen and tent nice?
That was fantastic. I shouldn't whine too much because we did have it really nice. We had pillows, we had blankets.
So you guys have been to one tribal already. Brian, does the anxiety kind of heighten every time you get here? Does paranoia kind of set in the further you get into the game?
Yeah, well, no, it's not fun. I mean, your odds go up every time in a bad way of being the one who's leaving. So, yeah, I think everybody gets anxious. Yeah, it's never fun to come back here.
So McPhail, what's kind of the morale of this tribe? Are you guys tired, hungry? You haven't eaten since yesterday afternoon.
Oh, we're hungry.
Hungry?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help when you see other things like just sitting around, or you see some perfectly good sugary treat that somebody drops onto the floor, and you're like, we'll still probably eat that, but we can't.
Hey, we cooked our Jiffy Pop though. Our Jiffy Pop was delicious.
Yeah, the Jiffy Pop was good.
So Corey, does kind of that like hunger and kind of the not the pain of what you're feeling, kind of give you a perspective on what people in the real world actually struggle with, and kind of puts in perspective some of your charities, I guess. Not exactly the same experiences, but kind of struggle.
Right, absolutely. I mean, it's like we're out here enduring things, and a lot of the different people are playing for maybe a charity where people also struggle with things. So it's tough, but I think it's worth it, and we're all excited to be here.
So Alex, this is obviously a charity competition, but it's also Survivor. So people like struggling with the whole like, ooh, this is a charity event, or ooh, I want to play a really good game.
Yeah, I think given the nature of this Live to Give game, we can't discuss our charities, and that adds a whole extra element because we're all thinking about it with each other in the back of our minds about how voting them off would influence their lives and like make them feel.
And Sandy, is the morale good? Do all of you get along? Are you guys like a big happy family?
Actually, I think we are. We get along really well. We've had great conversations, good laughs, everybody's positive. I think we all really like each other a lot.
And I think the most sad thing about that is one of you will not be sitting there in about 10 minutes.
You don't know what's going to play out necessarily. You hope you kind of think so, but you don't know until you read them.
So, with that, I have nothing left to say. Alex, you're up.
Sorry, Sandy, but it's just too early for me to try to make a big move. This does not get any easier. I really like you. I just think this is the best move for my game at this point.
Alright, I'll go tally the votes. Alright, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Sandy. That's 1 vote Sandy. Alex. That's 1 vote Sandy, 1 vote Alex. Alex. That's 2 votes Alex, 1 vote Sandy. Alex. That's 3 votes Alex, 1 vote Sandy. The 5th person voted off the list to give the Hanover Hilltop. Alex, you need to bring me your torch. Alex, try to stop him.
At least I got my showman.
Good job, Alex.
Alright, I really have nothing else to say. Head back to camp.
I gotta think, like, hopefully they were threatened by me in certain ways. Maybe they knew stuff about me I didn't know they knew. It sucks to be lied to. I was going with Sandy because that's what people were telling me, and so everyone was telling me what to hear. They played that really well. I do think Corey's gonna win.
Welcome back to Tribal Council. Okay, Rob, we'll start with you. Can you kind of tell me, is it a different feeling this time knowing that you've already been here? Does it get less anxiety-stricken every time, or kind of tell me how the anxiety works with Tribal Council?
I'm gonna be honest, I personally had zero anxiety going in just because of my advantage, but also I feel like as a tribe, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think most people can agree that they weren't very anxious at all of going into our first tribal as a tribe. I think everyone knew, even Karen knew that she was going home.
So Katie, has that changed at all? Are people starting to get more anxious, a little bit more paranoid? Like after the first tribal, now you're at your second tribal. You guys seem to get along pretty well. So is it kind of an anxious feeling like, oh, one of us won't be here in about 2 minutes?
I mean, yeah, like Rob said, Karen knew she was going home. We all knew she was going home. It wasn't like a hard decision to make for anyone. So obviously now we're kind of left with what are we going to do? So yeah, there's definitely anxiety and just all around nervousness.
This was very hard. I mean, we really bonded. This is going to be a tough vote for sure.
That's the exact thing. You guys might all love each other, but one of you won't be here soon. So Danny, how do you base your vote now? If you all love each other and it's a kumbaya, is this person going home being blindsided, or how is this going to work?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, being Survivor, it's a game, and so nothing is guaranteed. But I think, in a whole, it's for the end game. It's to help move forward as a tribe.
So Josh, moving forward, you know, Danny said, we're a close tribe, if a swap or something happens. Is that something that you guys have already talked about? Like, hey, if we're in a swap, we'll all stick together, we're loyal. How does that come about in conversations?
Yeah, we've talked about it, and when we do swap, I think our team, our squad will stick together to whoever it is together.
So McCray, is like the hunger or fatigue set in, like thirst, like kind of tell me the like feelings of physical stuff, because we haven't given you anything since the game started.
Yeah, like being awake this morning and then trying to go to this challenge, I was just like, it's taken a toll. It's definitely taken a toll. No sleep and no food is, it's not fun, but again, like being around my comrades here, you know, that lifts the spirits and, you know, really puts you into the game. So, yeah, I'm not letting it get me down. Just about the team. Red team forever.
So, Maris, kind of with, you know, the fatigue and all that stuff that McCray just said, does paranoia also kind of set in with that?
Being tired does not help anxiety and paranoia. I mean, I guess it's the same as last night, trusting the conversations I had and going with that.
All right, well, I have no further questions. Josh, you're up first.
Hope we can still be friends after this.
You were a delight to have on the tribe, but you showed all your hands, and I would not want to be on the receiving end of any tricks that you had up your sleeve.
Voting to evict Katie because I hope it's not me.
I'm sorry.
It is strictly strategic. I wanted to get to know you more and play with you more, but sorry, we got to do this.
All right, I'll go tally the vote. If anybody hasn't hit it in Unity yet and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. McCray. That's one vote McCray. Katie. That's one vote McCray, one vote Katie. McCray, that's two votes McCray, one vote Katie. McCray, that's three votes McCray, one vote Katie. The sixth person voted off of list to give the Hanover vote. McCray, you need to bring me your torch.
Good game, Red.
McCray?
Someone's got to take home the win. It's you guys.
My man. I really got nothing to say. It was a unanimous vote. I assume there will not be many of those left. Grab your torches, head back to camp.
You know, I played myself in a lot of ways. I didn't do the work that I need to. You need to do the legwork. You need to get all your pieces squared away. You need to talk to everyone in your alliance. I mean, everyone in your group, and you need to make sure that they're on board with your plan. I just got lazy and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go with the flow and try to be Mr. Easy-Go-Lucky. Didn't work. I should have tried to find an idol or do anything. I just got lazy, and that's what happens. I think my group is actually gonna be better without me. I was a hindrance, so I hope Red Team takes it home. That's all that matters to me. Yes, absolutely. All right. Herman Miller says, being voted out of the game can be hard, whether your vote off was a blindside, unanimous vote, dramatic exit, or just an ordinary vote. It still hurts to know that your journey to compete for your charity has ended. But what if we told you it hasn't? No, what? What? You'll now be a part of Herman Miller Outcast tribe. What? What this means for your game will be revealed in due time. You'll be taken to the Outcast tribe camp in which you must survive alongside the other players voted out of the game. If you are willing to survive the elements and fight for your charity, you'll have a chance to re-enter the game. Good luck and continue to outwit, outplay, and outlast. Alright, sign me up. Let's go. Where do I sign up? I'm really excited about it. I'm glad I get to play the game again, but you know, the conditions are miserable out here, so it's kind of like an endurance competition. It's not too fun.
There's no Alex anymore, there's just this body walking around at this point. If I wasn't just a body walking around and I was regular Alex, I would know that Pearl Islands had an Outcast tribe twist, where everyone voted off, competed in a challenge against the 2 remaining tribes, and if they won, they got to vote 2 people back in. I'm feeling this might be a more direct competition with each other instead of that.
I feel like kind of vindicted, or not vindicted, but I feel validated by getting voted out with all these other cool people. It just means like maybe they're just kind of trying to get rid of all the cool people, so.